Good morning and welcome back to the Faroe Islands. I already had quite a few days here on the islands, so if you haven't seen the videos leading up to this video here so far, I highly recommend to go and check them out. Last week I told you I was gonna go and stay the night in Gjogv. However, I decided to go to AD because they had more space on their camping ground. I had a very rough night, if you can tell. It was very windy, also cold. Now it's raining again. Typical Faroese weather. Still gonna make the most of the day, of course. I got myself some breakfast and I'm gonna get started by driving to the village of Gjogv. Actually going there now, just going to see this very quaint and cute village in the valley. After that, I'm also planning to do some hiking if the weather gets better, hopefully, and in general, just gonna have a fun day here on the island of Eysturoy. So the weather is still a bit harsh on me, but I have now arrived in the village of Gjogv. It's a very old village, it dates hundreds of years back and it has always been important for fishing. This is again a very remote village, so you have to drive on single track roads to get here. So let's have an explore around and see what Gjogv is all about.
I don't wait for tomorrow's sunshine when I feel it today. And when it's cold in the dead of winter, remember that snow melts away. One more cold drink, one more roll, one more dance for the doors get closed. Enjoy the show, let's get happy before we get old.
Such a nice little village. I was over at the church just, and they all look pretty much exactly the same here on the Faroe Islands, and all of them are closed, unfortunately. I'm now making my way over to this mountain nearby. I'm hoping to hike up if the weather stays like this. It's the highest mountain here in the area, very complicated name, but the trail starts right between Gjogv and AD, so if you're with a car you should easily be able to find it. I'm here at the bottom of Slaettaratindur, one of the tallest mountains here in the area. It's extremely windy, so I won't talk for too long, but it's just about half an hour to go up to the peak. So I'm gonna do this little hike and I'll see you at the top.
Hey, my friend, we'll never say remember when. If we keep...
I'm at the top. It's absolutely crazy up here. I mean, look at this.
One more cold drink, one more roll, one more dance for the door.
That was an amazing climb, probably one of the best things I did here on the Faroe Islands. Just had to be very careful because there were steep cliffs and the wind was just so strong, so I really had to watch out and watch my step. The last stop for today is gonna be this small village called Funnigur. It just looked very beautiful on pictures. Not so many people come here. Most tourists go over to the village Gjogv, and on the way here actually there were a few sheep on the road, so whenever you're driving here just watch out for them. They don't really mind cars, they don't really go out of the way, so you really have to slow down and give them their time to move off the streets. Okay, let's go down there and see what this village is like.
I don't cry when it rains no more, or I get dirt on my shoes. I don't mind climbing 8 more floors, 'cause these stairs are all heading to you. I don't wait for tomorrow's sunshine when I feel it today. And when it's cold in the dead of winter, remember that snow melts away. One more cold drink, one more roll, one more dance for the doors get closed. Please remember, enjoy the show. Let's get happy before we get old.
And that's Funnigur. It just doesn't get the attention as other villages like Gjogv or SAKSUN as well. They're way more popular for tourists. Don't leave this out, it's very nice down there, quite a small village but right by the sea. Of course it doesn't take long to have a look around, and I also don't think they have accommodation here to stay, but if you're in the area of this island or up north here in general, it's a good trip. I'm now heading back to Torshavn because I had enough of these windy cold nights in the tent, so I'm gonna have a warm bed for tonight. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Few more days here to come on the Faroe Islands. Can't wait to show you what else there is to see here.
One more call.